Thank you. Enjoy this 10 minutes of required Semitism. I'm gonna have fun. That's what it is. I try to keep up with the news, I really do. Any of you guys join Threads so far? Well, I'm gonna wait till I get a coupon. Anyone join Threads? I got one? Okay, how is it?
I just used it to up Threads numbers to make Elon Musk.
That seems fair. God bless him. Doing the Lord's work out here. Alright, look, no matter what you think of Threads, right, I gotta hand it to Mark Zuckerberg, okay? That man is so good at stealing other people's shit and making so much money out of it. God bless him. You know, he wants to fight Elon Musk now in like a cage and shit, right? And they're talking about it's gonna get so many views. I'll tell you what, if you want it to get views, here's my idea. The loser, because these billionaires love this shit so much, the loser gets shot in his face. And all his money gets donated to student loan relief. Right? More specifically, my student loan relief. Not asking for that much. News is crazy these days. I keep seeing people online bitching about men becoming women and competing in female sports. And I don't know how all of you feel about that, but it's made me think, should I do it? Look, I am 6'6". In the NBA, that ain't shit. In the WNBA, power forward. That's what I'm talking about. And look, there's no disrespect to the WNBA, right? These women are fantastic athletes. If I got on the floor right now, I know Brittany Griner will bust my ass. Okay? The last place I worked out, the LA Fitness on Wilshire. The last place she worked out, a Russian state prison killer. We are not the same. Right? Just in case though, I started practicing, right? So every day I'm picking up that ball, I'm shooting, I'm picking up that ball, I'm shooting. And one morning I get up and I'm excited. And I pick up that ball, I go out to that court, shooting, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna live out my dream. I'm gonna become a professional athlete. I'm gonna make professional athlete money. Pull out my phone and I Google average WNBA salary. I picked up that ball and went home and sat down. I'm more than that now, shit. Basketball is a lot of things. Equal pay, it's not one of them. I don't pay them. I don't own shit. I'm Jewish, but I don't own a goddamn thing. I barely even own my car. Actually, recently I saw people getting pissed off at Leo DiCaprio because he might be getting a 19-year-old model. And everyone's like, he is taking advantage of that girl. Maybe. It might be true. But like, isn't she also a little bit taking advantage of the fact that he's Leonardo fucking DiCaprio? Like, would she be anywhere near that dad bod if he didn't drown in Titanic when he's working his fake outrage. Guys, I'm not just a Jew, a comedian, a future transgender athlete. I'm also an aspiring actor, or as it's called in every other city in the country, an entrepreneur. Thank you. I will admit, acting is going a little better for me recently, okay? My agent texted me an audition. First of all, it sounds really cool when you say you got an agent, right? But my agent is based in Ontario, so how well is it really going? Okay, here comes he texting me, he's like, hey bro, you got an audition for a show on HBO Max. I was like, fuck yeah. So I run to the computer and I look and no shit, it's really an audition for an HBO Max show, right? It's a show called Minx. Yeah, I've never seen the show and I went to public school so I don't know what the word means. But I read it, it's cool, right? It's HBO, so I read it and it's for a role that only has one line. Okay. However, before I say this line, I have to pull my dick out. I made it. That's right. And so, like, I read this and I was like, I thought, what anybody else in this position would think? What does it pay? And it's a few $1,000s, right? Not bad. However, I recently just got married. Yes. Thank you. She's right there. Sugar lady and standing next to me. But yes, give it up for her. She's shit. All this to say, I realized at that moment that this no longer just belongs to me. So I was like, babe, I got this audition for HBO Max, but if I get it, I need to pull my dick out on HBO Max. And she just kind of like stared at me, you know, just, I don't know, I really know how to feel about it. And I was like, you know, babe, pays a couple $1,000. She jumped in immediately. You better do that shit. So I did it. I'll have to see a lot more of me real soon. Thank you. The role I was born for. Marriage is cool, man. I married a Brazilian. That's the shirt. Yeah. Thank you. I got very lucky. You know, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's funny, and her first language is Portuguese. Which is good for me, because when she gets mad at me, she yells at me in Portuguese. Now, I don't speak Portuguese. So whatever she's saying, I can just make it up in my head, right? So I was trying to piss her off, and she'll say something like, oh, I say fudera babaca, which is kind of like, go fuck yourself, but in my head, all I heard was, I love Jews. Really great. I'm sure I fucked that pronunciation up, so I'm so sorry. And look, not to like toot my own horn, alright, but like, I think she got a little lucky with me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tall, you know, now that we're married, she gets a green card. That's love. I was actually recently in Brazil with her. We were there for a couple of weeks, and everyone says like Brazil's real dangerous, right? I didn't find it to be true, you know what I mean? Only one person tried to rob me while I was there. And it was a child. Anybody have kids here? You got children? Yeah. All right, all y'all raised your hands, and most of you didn't. You all know one thing. Kids are stupid. You're dumb. So this child trying to rob me went exactly the way you might think, right? So he runs out in front of my, his plan was to run out in front of my moving car, no weapon, stop the car, and then rob me, okay? So he runs out in front of the car and he yells, para, para, which is like Portuguese for stop. As mentioned earlier, I do not speak Portuguese. So I didn't run the kid over, I responded to him with my public school Spanish, like a normal American. So he runs out and he yells, para, para. And I was like, no. And I just slowly drove around him. And, you know what I did find in Brazil? Other Jews. I don't know, we made it there. That's what's up. Okay, you know what? I am a Jew, right? But I am a terrible Jew, guys. I am the definition of Jewish. There's just like so many rules, you know what I mean? Like, I'm as good at being Jewish as Oprah is at going on a diet. We can both say whatever we want, but at the end of the day, we're gonna eat bacon. Sorry, girl. Okay, but I will, Judaism is a tight-knit community, so I will use it when I need to, like for this comedy show. And then recently I got a speeding ticket, so I had to go to court on a Friday, which is fucked up, right? It's Friday. So totally to my people. So I go to court, and I get there, and the first thing I hear is, now residing on the bench, Judge Alan Feinstein. I was like, yes. We're getting out of this shit. Go through a few cases. Judge Dewey finally calls me up. And he goes, son, how do you plead? And I was like, first of all, Judge, Shabbat Shalom. I would like to apologize to the court for speeding. I was just trying to get to the temple. This is already come down already. He was like, son, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna fine you. You just have to pay the court costs. And I was like, that's cool. Do you have any coupons for that? Guys, I'm Dan Levin. Follow me at Dan Levin official.